Since 1967, Perry Park has echoed with the heartbeat of Queensland football. Synonymous with big moments. Legends made, rivalries ignited, memories forever. If you've stood on the hill, you know it's more than just a ground. Every chant, every clash, every goal, moments that live forever. This weekend, football returns home. 60 years on, Perry Park, still woven into the fabric of Queensland football. This ground always was and always will be the spiritual home of football in Queensland.
Good afternoon and welcome back to this afternoon's grand final coverage. We're in for a cracker of a day. We're into game 3. We're all still catching our breath. I'm Amy Webster and I'm excited to be covering the much anticipated NPL grand final for our women's teams, storming to success in their inaugural NPL campaign and taking out the Premiership. We of course have Gold Coast Knights, who are battling it out against tough opposition here this afternoon. Dante Sten's Brisbane City, and of course our reigning champions from last year's grand final. Joining me for this blockbuster clash, we have Braden Hoffman, Eastern Suburbs goalkeeping coach. Braden, I know it's a bit of a sore spot having been knocked out by City in the semi-final, but reflecting on your experience working in this league, what are we in for this afternoon?
Similar to the game just before, this is going to be an unbelievable game. I think the midfield battle today will decide the game. It depends which superstars for each side turn up today, but definitely think it's going to be an incredible game. It might even go to pens.
Yeah, and we were just talking about that in the FQPL. It takes the special players to come out and make a difference. We've obviously just seen the experienced players of Kirili Phillips and Steph Latham. These two sides are no different. They've got a lot of experience. Gary French's side have been extremely consistent throughout the league. Dante Sten, he's had a bit of a rebuild this season following the grand final win last season and players moving through the ranks. But we've got the experience. We've got Lainey Fryer, of course. It's maybe her farewell game.
We'll wait and see, but yeah, look, if Lainey Fryer can turn it on today, I dare say City are a massive chance.
Yeah, and we see our sides making their way out now. I will run you through the sides. Our officials for this game: Jessica Jensen will be marshalling in the middle, assisted by Jackson Davis, Carwyn Gregory, and our fourth official, Queensland Metro referee Matthew Bruce. For Gold Coast Knights, the trusty keeper in between the sticks at Suko Watanabe, Robin Spilsbury, Claire Farrington, Corey Kane and Brooke Goodrich at the back, Rika Tano, Holly Palmer and captain Amy Morland, with Harriet Withers in the midfield, Eri Takamura up front, and of course Bronte Rose, who's been prolific since signing for Knights. For Brisbane City, Keely Richards in goal. She made a cracker of a save in that semi-final, getting a little look from Braden there, and a back line of Charlie Gibson, Hallie Khan, Mia Green and Talitha Kramer, who will be wearing the captain's armband, no doubt. Midfield 3 of Marley Danger, Anna Hirakawa and Lainey Fryer, and up top we will have the force of Georgia Thompson, Tanae Morris and Jonty Fisher. Lots of players with lots of experience. On the bench for City, one name we'll have to mention is Amy Cook, because she popped up in the grand final last year against Lions. So she...
Another sore point.
Yes, another sore point. Braden Hoffman, plenty of experience with Lions in this NPL Women's League. So there's a few sore points. I'm probably going to upset the man today. We've only just met. We're meant to be making friends. And here we see, just down in front, young coach Dante Sten and the experienced Gary French, just giving their sides a little handshake. Looks like there's a good bit of joviality between the two. So reflecting on the pathway to the final, Gold Coast Knights, 3 years ago they were in the QPL 3.
This is insane.
It's insane.
How did they do it?
It's ridiculous. We were just chatting before we came live on air about how there's very limited changes in Gary French's side. So he's obviously built something that is working, and he's just consistent throughout game to game, whether it's cup or league. It was their inaugural NPLW season. They were crowned premiers. Brisbane City mentioned a little bit of a rebuild. There's some familiar faces, there's lots of familiar faces, but there's obviously, there's no Shan Fryer, for example. There's no Stephanie Latham. They this season finished in 3rd place, but still finding themselves with a chance at the grand final. And we can't not mention Queensland Cup winners as well. So,
100%. And I think they lost their first 3 or 4 games of the season. And to be here on the big dance, you know, credit to Dante and Jimmy, the coaches, sensational.
Yeah, and Dante Sten, who's named the youngest NPL coach across both men and women, but so much experience, and being the deputy to Dave De Silva will have helped us. Obviously, a lot of experience to learn from there. The stands have started to fill. We can see the Italian flag on the hill. It feels like as the day progresses, there's just getting more and more energy here.
I love it. I was here for the last game, and this game, it is buzzing now. Look at all the people on the hill. The stands are getting full. Here we go. Game on.
And to get us underway, it is our Gold Coast Knights. And already Harriet Withers just trying to have a run at skipper Talitha Kramer on that far side. 12 goals this season for Harriet Withers. It goes down as a bit of a quiet season for Harriet Withers compared to her 39 goals in 2024, but it's a totally different ball game in the NPL.
100%, it's completely different, but having 12 goals in an NPL season and in a team where the majority of the goals are coming from more than one player, and to make the grand final, it's really good from her. And she's going to be dangerous today. She's quick, she's really mobile, and she's really strong, so watch out for her. It's going to be a great battle out there with Tilly.
Yeah, and just seeing we've mentioned in the last game a little bit about the pitch. The pitch is obviously going to have to hold up over 4 games. Just saw Charlie Gibson with a little bit of a slip there as the pitch just came away underfoot. So we'll keep an eye on that. We've obviously got our man on the sidelines for this game. We have Adam Cattell, who will be keeping an eye on things down for us on the sideline. As we see the sides just settling into things a little. Georgia Thompson up against Catano early. There'll be a few duels all over the park in this one, I think, Braden. Yeah, there definitely will be, and I think, you know, people are going to fly into challenges today. There's going to leave nothing out here, and yeah, it's going to be the battle of the bravest today, I think. Absolutely. Brisbane City, top league goal scorer for them, Georgia Thompson. She's been feisty in the last few games, been getting herself into some dangerous spots. She's got 10 goals to her name in the league before this final series. Bronte Rose has been prolific in her first season for Gold Coast Knights. She did join from Gold Coast United, where she netted 17 NPL goals for them, so NPL experience for Bronte Rose, and she's just picked up where she left off, it seems. 100%, and I think, you know, you were saying about Georgia Thompson, gee, she is an unbelievable dribbler of the football, cutting in from the wing. She's so dangerous, so I think definitely Knights are going to have a handful on, well, she's going to be a handful today, yeah, if she gets in those little pockets and starts dribbling. Jonty Fisher just not able to keep that one in. Brooke Goodrich into the feet of Takamura. There she does find Rose. And Holly Palmer, who's one of those mid-season signings we've already mentioned. We'll see what mood Lainey Fryer's in as she waves goodbye to her footballing career. Maybe temporarily, we don't know, but she's going to take a break from the beautiful game, so she may want to leave everything out there today. Maybe if they win today, she'll get that little itch back. Goodrich with a little bit of strapping on that right thigh. We saw plenty of players going down under tackles in the previous game we've had, so we'll keep an eye on our injuries throughout the game. We'll keep an eye on the energy, but for now, both sides are looking well up for this. Dante's excited about this City side. They only have 3 players in the starting 11 who are over 25 years of age, so he's got a very young side this season, and I think that just goes to show what they're trying to build at Imperial Corp Stadium.
Oh, look, and if they can keep them together for next season, that's going to be a young team. Oh, here
Takamura on the edge was in from Harriet Withers. It was a lovely little pullback from Withers, and Takamura showed a bit of time for that one.
She is so dangerous, Takamura, especially her little link up with Kitano when they swap midfield roles and number 9 roles. It's unbelievable. It's who do you follow? They're both unbelievable players.
And I think that's the thing I like about both of these sides. They're very similar in their approaches. They've got a lot of versatility. So we've got Harriet Withers and Bronte Rose. We'll see them switch at some stage in the game. Great link-up play. Bronte Rose has just slotted straight into the shoes of Laura Seville from last season, just being that great partner with Harriet Withers. And like you say, Takamura and Kitano, and now Holly Palmer in there as well.
Yeah, it's a very mobile midfield.
Absolutely.
Look at that, just dropping in centrally.
Amy Morland, our captain for Knights. Solid in the midfield as ever, just linking up there, finding Goodrich. Claire Farrington, who will be very familiar with this City side, having worn the blue and white herself. A little nod away by Khan, but Holly Palmer picks it up. Takamura just sticking a leg out but unable to get to that one. Good early pressure here from Knights.
They just look like they got so much time in midfield.
Harriet Withers again on that far side. Good tempo in this game early, good energy. Kitano has a chance, little look, little shot from range but blocked in the area. Be a few of those early rangefinders from both sides, no doubt.
Yeah, it's going to wake City up a bit, I think, there with those 2 little half chances, and big chance, I think, for Takamura there. She normally slots those.
Have to, for now, settle for a throw. That one in towards Bronte Rose at the back post, and came off a blue shirt in the end and into the gloves of Keely Richards. I've seen many angles, and I know it's a sore point for you, Braden, so I do apologise, but many angles of that penalty save with Keely Richards. That's just sheer quality.
It was quality. But, you know, everyone talks about that penalty save, but there was one where Tegan Riding, she just tipped it over the bar, and I think that was more important to me. But, yeah, look, I can honestly say if Keely wasn't playing last week, I dare say I could be on the sideline today.
And as a goalkeeper coach, you've been obviously with Lions for the last few seasons. You've been in these big game environments. Preparation for a goalkeeper much different to the outfield tent?
No, it's just getting them game ready, really, and doing a lot of research on the opposition players, penalty shootouts if it comes to that, strengths, weaknesses of the opposition, and who the front 3 are. So, yeah, it's the same but different, yeah.
Throw in there for Goodrich. Gold Coast Knights enjoying the majority of the early possession inside the opposition half. But here, Georgia Thompson, the skills that Braden touched on earlier, we're going to see that a lot today, I think. We saw that in the Queensland Cup final, Georgia Thompson. She's going to cause a bit of bother for Spilsbury on that right side. Here she goes again, Georgia Thompson, just trying to thread that round the corner to Kramer. You know, when Kramer gets hold of the ball, she can pick out, cross into the box. Lovely little jewels in midfield. It's both sides just want to get that on the deck. We don't have too bad conditions here in terms of the wind, but playing to feet will be key.
Yeah, it's terrible having a bouncing ball throughout, isn't it? Look, ball in behind here.
Kramer just doing her defensive duties solidly at the back. We'll head down to our man on the sideline. Adam, Gold Coast enjoying a bit of possession inside the defensive half of Brisbane City. What are your thoughts down on the sideline?
Thank you, Amy. Yes, bit of an arm wrestle at the moment between these two sides. Perry Park starting to fill quite nicely, as you can see behind the goal of Keely Richards. The Brisbane City fans were urged on social media to turn up in the famous blue of the club, and also they can see the Italian flags there decked behind that goal. And it's also worth noting in this Gold Coast night side, Amy, plenty of characters on and off the pitch. Amy Morland, Harriet Withers and Bronte Rose all juggling their football with teaching careers. So a group with real character on and off the pitch. Back to you.
We've had plenty of teachers. We had Lauren Spreadbury from our previous game for Olympics. So there's just something about teachers. They've obviously got to get rid of their classroom frustration somehow, hey? And how better than football? So we saw there Jonty Fisher just having a little spell on the near side. And one of the things I remember from the Kappa Queensland Cup is Charlie Gibson just on the ball there. She loves her run as well. So she's obviously starting in that right back position, but I will be surprised if I don't see her going for a bit of a run this afternoon.
Look, I think overlapping fullbacks is definitely the modern football type, isn't it? So having those athletic fullbacks in and behind the defensive line definitely can create some opportunities, and she does love getting forward, and we noticed that last week. So, but she's a great defender and she's really good on the ball.
Lovely ball forward towards Rose. Rose does get on the wrong side of the keeper, but a great save. Wrong side of the defender, but a great save from Keely Richards. Keely Richards coming off a little worse for wear there. And Bronte Rose, very good sportsmanship from Rose, who didn't even have a look where the ball ended up there, just came back to see if Keely Richards was okay. So we see there just getting round the back of Hallie Khan.
It's a big save.
It's a great save. Keely Richards, only signed May of this year, former Raw and Canberra United keeper. I mean, Brisbane City have got a decent array of goalkeepers, haven't they? They've made some good signings. I think one of their signings was just on the bench for the FQPL. They signed Justine Sue.
Yeah, she's gone to there.
Olympic,
yeah.
Julia Duffy on the bench.
There's only one of us, isn't there, each team? So
it's a
you have
tricky
to try and
spot, isn't it?
Try and find spots.
Strong header forward, Claire Farrington. She was in the 2024 NPL Championship winning side for Brisbane, so she's had a taste of this, Claire Farrington, and this time it's in the red and white of the Knights. It's Croatia versus Italy today. Lainey Fryer.
Look how quick these two rotate Catano.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
City
just need to try and get the ball forward quickly here.
Yeah, and I think that's the key at the moment that's giving Knights the majority of the possession is like Lainey Fryer, Marley, Danger. They're finding themselves in good positions, but Knights are just closing.
Yeah.
They've really got that strong press. City with a free kick literally on the halfway. Fisher on the near side, good strong tackle, Brooke Goodridge. Gibson with the throw. Lovely ball in. Fisher headed on by Morris, didn't really know where that one had landed, and Knights able to clear. Now Mia Green with nearly a very unfortunate clearance into the path of Withers, but all turned out okay for City in the end.
This is your moment here. Can they get out of trouble?
Anna Hirakawa forward. Again, red traffic. It's like they've got an extra body in midfield at the moment, Gold Coast Knights.
And that's how good Gold Coast Knights midfield is. It feels like there's an extra player in midfield, but it is because the 9 does drop in and help as well, and they just break and make forward runs so well. Yeah,
they're using those pockets of space wisely. And even players like Brooke Goodridge, she'll attack at some stage. There's, like we said, a lot of versatility in both these sides. Eri Takamura, the Japanese player, lovely little ball. Finds Catano. And again, Keely Richards equal to it. Just comes to suffocate that attempt.
She's done well here, actually, to settle the play for a bit here, Keely.
Lovely chest down. Anna Hirakawa will be wanting to do that number 14 jersey proud. We've just seen her predecessor, Steph Latham, with the all-important moments for Caboolture. No doubt she'll probably have switched into a City shirt now to support these.
I'm surprised she's not on the bench down there. She's done it all. Hey, like, yeah. Wow, great goal to put them ahead, and then calm as you liked. First penalty of the penalty shootout. All injured, I heard.
Yeah, I heard the same. Yeah, I think broken foot or something along the way.
Crazy.
Was something I heard. So again, it just adds to the craziness. So many players we can talk about in this league. It's been a strong league, both FQPL and NPL. There's so many big names. There's so many youngsters. Kyla Hansen just being picked up by Raw.
Yep.
What a season she's had.
She's been unbelievable, and I think her and Tegan Riding have had the most assists and goals throughout the whole league this year. And you know, ever since Teagues decided to move last year into East, it's like she's doing a different role for East, and you know, it's bringing out the best in her at the moment. So yeah, congrats to Kyla, and I know she'll do the Raw really proud.
Yeah, we love to see it. This is definitely the platform that we want these players to be being picked up in. The NPL is a standard in itself, but then when the A-League comes knocking, you know you've done something right. We see corner kick coming in from Knights. It's an in-swinger. Keely gets a glove to it. It's going to fall for Catano, but Withers pushes it out. Is there a handball in the area? There was an appeal, but it was from the City players, so nothing doing there. And Farrington against Khan. Farrington does very well and forces the ball over the touchline, so it will be a City throw on the near side. Khan just sticking a boot through that one.
Geez, they need to get the ball forward instead of finding those red shirts.
Yeah, again, that high press from Knights. Knights are just lurking at little Holly Palmer. Bronte Rose, the queuing up. Catano. Brisbane City getting blue shirts behind it. Catano's going to go for a run. Left foot strike. Over it goes. That one looked like it was dipping, but just not early enough.
Look, I think Gold Coast Knights probably need to score one here, and I think if they do, I think it could be very hard for City to get back into this game.
It was a lovely bit of play. It was dipping, wasn't it? But just not in time. And we saw a big exhalation of air in the cheeks of Keely Richards. She got her side to reset. Gary French got him out of his seat. We don't see that this often, this early in the game.
He's the calmest coach I've ever seen. Nothing phases him, gets his whiteboard out with his markers and just goes through his tactics.
Very happy with the start his side have made here. And talking about players getting recognised for their performances, we've got a plethora of players here who have been selected for Queensland State team. Both coaches were nominated as coaches for the women's Queensland State team for the upcoming MIDA Festival of Football. Yep. Dante Sten has got the head gig. Congratulated him on that this week, and he, as he has done throughout the season, has given all credit to the players. He said that's not a reflection on him, it's a reflection on the players. But we've got so many players: Claire Farrington, Brooke Goodridge, Catano, Palmer, Morland, Withers, Rose for Knights, Gibson, Green, Kramer, Marley Danger, so young, she's selected, Anna Hirakawa, Georgia Thompson and Tanae Morris. So massive list of players who are going to be representing Queensland in that MIDA Festival of Football. Good credit to them.
Yeah, and I think training starts on Tuesday, I believe. I think I'm heading in with that one.
Excellent.
So that's going to be nice and fun.
Congratulations to you too.
I think I was the only one available. But what a pickup for Brisbane City has Marley Danger from Sunny Coast to come in and be the starting midfielder of a grand final team. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's fantastic recruitment from City. Snagged
herself a goal in that semi-final. Several solid seasons for Sunny Coast Wanderers, and I believe on the radar of the young Matildas And her linking up with Fryer, it's like it can only do her a world of good playing alongside players like Lainey Fryer, Anna Hirakara, Tanae Morris now. So many solid players. And here we go with Charlie Gibson. I called it. She's going for a run. And into the box she goes. And Bronte Rose doing very well there.
Very good defending.
To win her side the goal kick. Another thing we see from these sides is players like Bronte Rose, even Lainey Fryer for City, they've got their defensive duties as well as their attacking duties, and they are more than happy to get their hands dirty and get stuck in.
100%, and I think number one rule is defend first, hey, and then if you get your defensive stuff right, then you can go forward and be magic.
Ball forward from Takamura, a little wishful there, and
good pass.
And now Jonty Fisher with room to run. She's got support in the box, fires it in towards the edge of the 6-yard line. Anna Hirakara at the far post. And that one will go for a City corner.
That's so much better from City. I think they've definitely settled into the game now after Knights had a very good start, but I think they've definitely, in the last couple of minutes,
they're just getting into the swing of things as they get their first corner of the game. Will be Georgia Thompson to take. We just clocked over the 20-minute mark. I do not know where the time goes in these games, Braden, but here we are halfway through the half or thereabouts as the ball comes in. There's a bit of a melee in the area and a boot thrown at that one in the end.
That's a great foul if that's a foul. Oh, I thought it was a foul from Fryer.
Harriet Withers now with room to run. She runs into traffic. And we have a bit of an end-to-end game on our hands. Anna Hirakara now with the chance to build something. Lainey Fryer just twisting and turning. Lainey Fryer just playing a little bit of a distribution role at the moment, just in that midfield. Nodded forward. Knights getting some bodies behind the box. Great block by Brooke Goodrich. Another one who's repped Australia youth levels, young experience with Raw, Brooke Goodrich. It's another solid defender in the league.
I tell you what, their back four is very, very good. I think in the last couple of weeks, their defensive output has been sensational. I don't know if it's a change of tactic from Gary, personnel or whatever, but I think their last couple of weeks, they've been unbelievable, these back four.
Ball in from Fisher, Lainey Fryer, the back post. And we're even seeing that there's, if I look at the goals for the season from Gary French's side, they're coming from all over the park. We've got Brooke Goodrich on the score sheet. We've got Claire Farrington with 6 goals. She's in the back line.
Centre back. And, you know, you were saying a bit of a quiet year for Harriet considering last year, but like I said, there's just definitely goals coming from everywhere in this team.
And they just seem to be having fun. Both of these sides just seem to love playing their football.
Yeah, I think the Gold Coast Knights girls, they're all very good mates because they've been together a long time, gone through the leagues, and done an unbelievable job. Gary has.
Harriet Withers just playing the patient game and then getting the ball in the box. It's usually where we would find Brooke Goodrich, but she was a little more central on that occasion. Bronte Rose, my apologies. Ball from range. Took a little nick on its way through, so will be a corner. And of course, Rosie Malone had a cracker of a season since joining Knights last season, and unfortunately seen her hobbling around on her crutches today, having undergone ACL surgery. So we wish Rosie Malone all the best. But Zara Boyd, sitting on the bench, has deputised. People will be sick of hearing me put praise on Zara Boyd, but I'm very impressed with that young defender.
It's always good to have a good young defender because I think all the young players want to be strikers, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Withers into the back post! And again, Keeley came to collect. It was Bronte Rose went in with the header. It will be another corner. Keeley got something to that.
She needed to, because there was a lot of red shirts around her.
Could have even crept in itself, that one, if Keeley didn't get in front of it. Will be Takamura to take from the opposite side. In towards Catano on the edge, chest and volley. Catano had to force the save. It's like time stood still there, Braden.
That is off the training field. Surely they have practiced that.
She's smiling as if she's had a goal. I think she's very happy with how that one worked out, apart from it not going in the back of the net. That was creeping in, wasn't it?
That's a great save as well.
Gold Coast Knights knocking on the door. It's going to be another delivery from Takamura. Will it be more of the same? In it goes, tipped away again. City are going to have to settle in here for another corner to defend. How about Keeley Richards?
She's been 25 minutes and she's been
busy.
Very, very busy. She's definitely earning her money tonight. Jeez. But it's always good as a goalkeeper to get involved nice and early.
It's going to be Withers again from the near side. That one going in a little lower. City having to put a boot through it.
City have everyone back defending that corner.
They've camped in, haven't they? They've got their sleeping bags and they're camped in for now. I'm sure that's not the way it's going to stay. We know the talent that we have in this City side. But for now, Gold Coast Knights. Adam, our man on the sideline, maybe just feeling a little lonely down there. Adam, City penned in a little there.
I am a little bit lonely down here. Yeah, I need some company. Well, Keeley Richards, it looks like she's shrugged off that earlier collision. Superb save there. Obviously, like a number of players on show today, Amy, making a return to Perry Park, having played here as a Brisbane Roar player. Also, up front for Brisbane City, Tanae Morris. I'm told she had a bit of a goal-scoring curse here as a Roar player at Perry Park. Now, she broke that curse, scoring for Brisbane City in the Queensland Cup final a couple of weeks ago, and she'll be hoping to add to that tally today. Back to you.
Yeah, Tanae Morris, when she gets hold of the ball, she can score with her head, she can score with her feet. So there's plenty of outlets in this City side. We just need them to get hold of it and get some convincing possession together. For now, they do have hold of the ball, but again, that high press from Knights will mean they've got to be creative to use this space.
On Tanae, geez, she come off a bit worse for her in the semi-final last week. Massive black eye. I think she had a head clash with maybe the post or somebody in a scramble, but wow.
Brooke Goodridge just squaring across to Corey Kane. Corey Kane, another one who can pop up with a goal or two. Lainey Fryer finding Fisher on this near side. Catano has a little look. She's got Withers up in front. Lainey Fryer, little collision there, but the referee says nothing doing.
Super interesting that the two wingers have swapped over, now the two fullbacks have swapped over as well.
We've seen that early. I've seen that, I think every game I've seen Withers and Rose swap over, and the timing of it is always intriguing. They're having the lion's share of possession so far in Brisbane City's half, but they're obviously keen to change something. Yeah, Kramer, it's as if they've switched their midfield and then they've gone, well, we'll switch our defence as well.
Kramer, you go with us no matter where.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go.
Had Demi Robbins, Kapalaba, skipper and defender on the mic earlier, and that's exactly the question I asked. Are we zonal marking or are we marking the players? And in her mind, she prefers the zonal, but here we've definitely got the players.
Oh.
That will be free kick for that challenge on Was that the challenge on Takamura from the green? Nothing really in that one.
I think that's very harsh, that one.
I think there was more in the one before. But luckily, the cards staying in Jessica Jensen's pocket. Kitano, we know that she is a threat on set pieces. There's that one that crept in the semi-final. See what Kitano's got up her sleeve for us here. Shot from range! And again, forces the save from Keely Richards. Ree Kitano, who's from range, she had a crack, and what a crack it was.
Did that hit the post, or did she save that?
She certainly sent her flying. We'll take another look. I think she tipped it onto the post.
What
in
a
the
save
end.
if she has, unbelievable.
Goodridge, lovely little bit of play from Takamura, didn't quite come off.
Look at these red shirts.
I'm not sure that I've looked to my right too much yet. Again, no disrespect to Brisbane City though, because we know they've got it in them, so it's just a matter of time. But for now, it's all Gold Coast Knights.
How long can Gold Coast Knights sustain it though?
Exactly.
You know, I know City played 120 minutes not long ago, last week, but I think Knights are definitely pressing hard here.
And I think that's an important factor there, Braden, around the volume of games that every team has had because of the weather that's impacted us. But Brisbane City in particular, when we look at these two sides, they've had a very, I mean, they'll be sick of the sight of Eastern Suburbs.
Yeah, we played 3 times in a week or something like that.
Very heavy schedule of make-up games, and then obviously meeting them again in the semi-final. So Gold Coast Knights with fresher legs, perhaps today.
It's a grand final though, hey, you just never know, anything happens.
Ball in,
that's an
Withers
important header.
working, that was a very, very important header at the back. Half an hour gone here at Perry Park. This is game 3 of 4 here in our grand final schedule. I don't know what else anyone would rather be doing on a cracker of a day like this than settling in at Perry Park for a spot of football. For those of you that can't make it down here, hopefully you're joining us on FUQ TV's coverage. As Takamura again trying to create something at the back. Kitano with another strike from range, but plenty of time for Richards to see that one.
Good throw by Keely too. Hopefully Georgia can face forward and get out of their own half. That's what you need. Great ball.
Lainey Fryer now with time to run. She's got Morris to her left. She's going to go it alone. Strike from range. She had Jonty Fisher to her right, Tanae Morris to her left. A little bit of frustration in that one, you think?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think that's what City should probably go to in the next 10 minutes. Something like that. Just get the ball forward quickly. They've created half a chance out of the first time they've really done it.
Keely Richards. Ball to feet at the back. Lots of keepers in this league who are comfortable with the ball at their feet. Knights with another throw on that far side. We see both sides already sending their subs out for a run. Without, just to keep them warm as temperatures start to drop here, but also anything can change at any time in these games.
It's going to be interesting to see how both coaches use their subs this evening, depending on where the game does go. Dante made some really good changes against East last week in extra time, where T. Karaluka was superb coming into midfield, and Kelly Cow's coming on, just absolute rock at the back with City. So they've got some experience on the bench too, I think City do. Absolutely,
there's a lot of experience on that City bench. Got Jess Dillon, who returned from injury partway through this season. Letitia Foster, another youngster who comes on, and she just has a lot of fun. She can score goals.
Unbelievable.
Amy Cook, we've mentioned. And it's always interesting in these games that you come in with a game plan, but it's hard not to have extra time and penalties in the back of your mind. We've just seen that Olympic versus Caboolture. Olympic, I think Caboolture would not be too unhappy with me saying Olympic had the lion's share of the chances.
100% they did.
It goes to show that you just got to be ready for that full period of extra time and then penalties. So yeah, strategic substitutions will likely be in the minds of both of our coaches. Georgia Thompson now with chance to run. She's slotted a lovely ball forward to Jonty Fisher, but Goodridge got a lovely boot in it. And they do win themselves a free kick. Brooke Goodridge disagreeing, but she had a little tug of the arm there. This may be the chance that Brisbane City need just to at least chalk up a shot on target.
Big moment here for City, I think. They can score here, I think, going to the last 10 minutes of the half. Pretty happy with themselves.
Ball in from Thompson, who switched over to this side to take. Ali Khan at the back post, just muscled away there. There's a bit of a chance that went begging there for Brisbane City in the end. .35 minutes on the clock. 0-0 still the scoreline, which is something I find myself saying as we creep towards half-time in many of these games.
Might be here till midnight.
Yeah, we might. Settle in. Perry Park has got all that we should need this afternoon. We'll have our eyes on the food and the bev at some stage, no doubt. But for now, all eyes are on this blockbuster NPL clash between our NPL premiers in their inaugural NPL season and our Kappa Queensland Cup champions, and of course reigning grand final champions Brisbane City. Knights again setting themselves up pretty high line. Just Claire Farrington lurking at the back for exactly that reason.
She does that sweeper role so well. She does. She wins so many headers. It's so hard to get balls in behind.
Yeah, played some football at Brisbane Roar, played some football in the US, and as mentioned, she's played, of course, at Imperial Corp Stadium. Also plied her trade at Logan Lightning, so very familiar with the league that she finds herself in, Claire Farrington. City now with a chance. Anna Hirakara with a ball in towards the edge of the 18-yard box. It's just gone over all bodies in the box, and Kramer with a bit of a frustrated boot through that one. The game's just settled a little bit here, Braden. It's a little less frantic as City getting more chances inside the half, but now we may see Knights just try for the break. Fisher doing well there and happy to rebuild at the back with Khan.
I think this is good for City just to keep the ball for a little bit, as I say that.
That's that commentator's curse that we often mention. I think I sent the last game into penalties.
And if they can just settle with the ball at their feet for a little bit and keep passing the ball around, so they're not in transition.
Turn. Yeah, and that's the thing. Lovely turn there by Jonty Fisher, but just turned straight into Holly Palmer. Ball cut out there by Mia Green. Morland. Both sides have got goals in them. 85 goals scored for Gary French's side in the league this season. 23 conceded. For Brisbane City, 60 goals scored and 24 conceded. So plenty of scoring potential in these sides.
That's a good defensive record for both of them as well, so
absolutely.
It'll be very interesting to see.
Takamura. Lovely ball across for Palmer. Mia Green, solid.
Again though, City just giving the ball away in crucial areas for Knights to get forward quickly.
Yeah, that's the key here for Knights is whenever City get the ball, they've got that high press and they're just picking up any scraps. Again on that far side. This time cut out nicely by Charlie Gibson. Gibson and Kramer just sticking on those sides. Talitha Kramer has had the captain armband on all season. She's got plenty of experience, A-League experience with Western Sydney Wanderers and Wellington Phoenix, as well as Raw. And Jessica Jensen blowing her whistle, but keeping her cards in the pocket again here as we just see that foul on Catano. It was Hallie Khan who came in. It was a good strong tackle, I would say, as an English defender, but definitely gave away the free kick there.
Another chance in an important spot too.
Ball in from Catano. That one just going into the one spot where there were no red shirts. 5 minutes of the half remain. Yeah, Brooke Goodrich getting forward in that attack. And another example of our defenders who are very versatile. Holly Palmer now. Tanae Morris doing great defensive duties.
She had to. She gave the ball away there and she had to get back. She done superb there.
Thompson trying to go on a run, just cut out there by Spilsbury.
It's stretched. Both defensive lines are very stretched, so there's a lot of time and space in midfield.
Catano, talking of time and space, Catano finding herself in yards of space, pokes that one through to Withers. Kramer does well to get a foot across. Captain Kramer, solid defending there. She read that very well.
Very good tackle, very important tackle.
Withers happy to leave this to Goodrich. And very, very clever play there from Catano to win her side. Another corner.
She's so smart, and she's just the general of their midfield, isn't she? She's the puppeteer, and everyone just follows what Ree does.
She is, absolutely. It's a great way of describing Catano. She's pulling the strings. Moved from Japan to Australia in 2019, played her football at the other Gold Coast for a while, and she's just been integral in this side. Swinging ball in towards the back post from Withers, and a bit of a collision there as Farrington, who we do see pop up in those spots on corners pretty regularly, but she's thrown herself into Anna Hirakawa and Hallie Khan maybe at the back there.
I dare say that's where her 6 goals have come from this
Yes.
year. Look at that.
I actually think that's exactly where her 6 goals came from this season. She pops up at the back post, nods them home. Great to see plenty of people coming out to Perry Park to cheer on their sides. League head-to-head for these two sides this season. They faced each other in round 1. Gold Coast Knights, Farrington getting a goal in that game. I should fact check my stats when I get home, but I think it was a header. And Harriet Withers with the second. That was a 2-0 win to Knights. They then had to wait until Magic Round, which was round 13, the first Magic Round for the NPL women this season. And that one ended in a stalemate. Goals from Amy Cook for City and Paloma Oliveira saw that one finish 1-1. And then again, round 19, very, very different story. Gold Coast Knights putting 5 past Brisbane City, thanks to goals from Brooke Goodrich, who we've just mentioned, loves a run forward. Catano, Withers, and a City own goal. So City will be wanting a little bit of revenge here today, I think.
Well, it's a grand final, isn't it? Both teams obviously want to win, but I think City will definitely want to get some revenge after coming off a 5-0 thumping. I watched that game, and yeah, City didn't look like they were at the races that day, and Knights were quality. And it's always tough to go down to the Gold Coast to play down there. It's definitely an advantage for the Knights down there.
We see Anna Hirakara back on her feet, which is great to see. They'll give us just a little bit of stoppage time here in the first half. We're just creeping into that 45-minute mark. I think City may be quite relieved to go into the sheds 0-0, having been up against a fair bit of pressure from Gold Coast Knights so far in this first half.
Yeah, I definitely would think City would be the happier of the two, and I think, like I said earlier, if Knights could have scored early, I think it could have been curtains for the City team, but they've stuck in there, and it's now anyone's game.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 minutes of added time here in this first half, which is plenty of time in this beautiful game for anyone to pop up with a goal. As we see Jonty Fisher, lovely turn, finds Thompson. I do enjoy the link-up play of those two wingers. Lainey Fryer bursting into the box, and Farrington equal to it at the back. Anna Hirakara looking like she's brushed off that recent injury there.
And that's the quality of Fryer and Georgia Thompson linking up there, isn't it? You know, within 10 seconds, the other end creating half a chance.
It's a lovely switch from Fisher to find Thompson. And it will be City will try and capitalise on this little spell of possession inside Knights half. If they can pop up and create something here, they'll be over the moon. And can they? Oh. What a save! It was Jonty Fisher with the strike. It's the first thing that Atsuko Watanabe's had to do all game, and she has stayed sharp and stayed focused and made a cracking save there.
That is a big save just before half-time. Moved quite well too. Good parry. Great strike.
It's a good turn of the body from Jonty Fisher to get that power behind it.
Knights could have had a Menniken in goal all this half, other than the most important section.
Georgia Thompson sending that one in. It was Kramer who leapt up. It's going to roll out on the far side for a Knights throw.
Geez, that's a big save just before half-time.
It is a massive save from Watanabe in her second season here for Knights. She was voted Women's Goalkeeper of the Year last season. I think moments like that show us exactly why. Knights now into the last minute of added time. Yuri Takamura bundled over, and Jessica Jensen says that was fair challenge. Withers now switch back over to that right side. She finds Rose. I feel like Withers and Rose have just got like a magnet between them, where if they're going to send it to them, it's going to get there. Strike from range goes over into the beer shack.
Audacious.
That would have been a cheeky one if it had gone in. It was definitely an audacious attempt from range.
Tell you what, some people are up in that beer shack, aren't they? Having a great afternoon of football.
They're just there for the vantage point, I'm sure.
I'm sure,
There's
yeah, 100%.
Nothing else that's appealing about being up there.
Absolutely nothing.
Keely Richards fires that one, and again Catano just getting herself in front of Hirakara, and there is the half-time whistle. Plenty of chances, the majority of chances coming from Gold Coast Knights, but the sides will go in at half-time. 0-0, plenty still to play for in the second half. Who's going to be the happier manager, do you reckon, Braden?
Well, it's hard. I think Dante will be happy with their defensive efforts, and Gary will probably not be as happy as their attacking efforts. So maybe Dante, because I think they weathered the storm.
Yeah, there's plenty of chances there. I think if the chats I've had with Gary throughout the season, he'll probably be frustrated that they've not buried some of those chances, but they've had the chances. So you've got to take something away from that. Dante, he'll be going in and he'll be very, very happy with that, just keeping that clean sheet. We're going to go down to Adam, who's with the goalkeeper hero from the first half, Keely Richards. Adam, how's Keely feeling?
Yes, I'm joined by Brisbane City goalkeeper Keely Richards. Well, Keely, there was an early collision there. I think it was a bit of a head knock. I'd ask you if you're okay, but I think you must be, having made a couple of very important saves afterwards.
Oh, I think that's just part and parcel of goalkeeping. You've got to get something in the way, and I was silly enough to put my head in the way of her knee, but yeah, no harm, no foul. Everyone's all good.
I'm glad you're okay. Obviously, you're no stranger to Perry Park, having played here with Brisbane Roar. How was it to be back?
Yeah, it's great to be back. Honestly, the city crowd behind me is it's something else. It's probably it's a different environment. I really love it. All the junior girls there, it makes some noise. It's great to be back.
And your side have had a lot of defending to do in that first half. You've been under the pump a fair bit. What have your side got to do in the second half to get more of a foothold in the game?
Look, I think we probably just need to keep possession a bit more. We need to protect the football. Gold Coast Knights are an incredible side. We know the strike power they've got up front, and I think we've got to stop giving them opportunities and maybe turn them around a bit and get in behind their lines instead.
Right. Wish you well in the second half. Thanks for your time, Keely. Thank you. Back to you, Amy.
Very humble interview there from Keely Richards. Part and parcel of being a goalkeeper. We'll let her go in the sheds and get settled in for her halftime talk. Plenty more action to come. Join us back here on FUTV, where we will bring you all of the action in the second half grand final for the NPL women. Back soon.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
What a first half of football we had there at Perry Park, with Gold Coast Knights hammering that City half to start off with. We'll have a look at some of these highlights. Gold Coast Knights, lion's share of the possession. Dante Sten will be very happy to go into the sheds with no goals conceded. Harriet Withers and Bronte Rose just doing what we're familiar with, switching sides, finding each other wherever they get the ball. And Bronte Rose just getting the better of Hallie Khan and forcing Keely Richards to pull off some cracking saves.
Yeah, look, I think definitely Knights have definitely had the better of the chances, but have they had a big chance? I think the one-on-one was, but great save from Keely, and then I think we'll see the highlight very shortly. Great save from the Gold Coast Knights goalkeeper.
Yeah, once a goalkeeper coach, always a goalkeeper coach. I think your favourite save of the day is the one that was forced with Atsuko Watanabe. But they had to wait a while here. More action from Iri Takamura, who had that shot from range. Keely Richards was kept very busy. They were peppered by corners at one stage. This one, like you said, straight off the training park.
Definitely straight off the training park and executed very well. What a save.
If that had dipped 1 second earlier, that would have been solidly into the back of the net.
This one, what a strike.
And again,
another save.
Nudged onto the post by Keely Richards.
This is
City,
it.
they had to wait, they got their chance, and what a save. Down to her left, Atsuko Watanabe. I think you described her as, she'd been a mannequin for 45 minutes, and then she pops up, pulls out a cracker of a save.
Great save, and it'd be interesting to see what's happening and what changes happen at half-time.
And I think the stats there, they tell exactly the story that we've just seen. 10 shots from Gold Coast Knights, 3 on target. So, pretty similar when you look at Brisbane City. 2 on target compared to Knights 3, but plenty of shots from Knights.
Well, it's entertaining, isn't it? And I think, yeah, whoever can score first, I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see how the opposition actually come out and deal with whoever scores first.
Absolutely. We will wait and see. We'll be back with the action very shortly.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
How do I finish this one? One straight off.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands. From elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches, give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Well, here we are, folks. 45 minutes of action ahead of us. I'm not going to curse it and say maybe 45 minutes of action ahead of us. 45 minutes of action ahead of us. Gold Coast Knights, our NPL premiers, up against our Queensland Cup winners and last year's grand final winners. They're going to throw everything at this. Braden, what are we expecting for the second half?
Fireworks, hopefully.
Fireworks?
Hopefully. I think Gold Coast Knights will come out, and I think they'll try and do exactly what they did in the first half, because I thought it was effective. And look at already trying to get forward as quickly as they can.
And I think this is what we've seen. Well, I know this is what we've seen over the last few games. There's been a couple of games I've covered where Knights have gone in at half-time 0-0 and they come out, and I don't know what's said in that changing room at half-time, but they're doing the same things that we've seen in the first half, that they're burying their chances. So whether that's just credit to Keely Richards being in net and credit to the Brisbane players for defending, or whether it's the magic team talk from Gary French. But same with Brisbane City. Like they could have anything up their sleeve with Dante Sten at the helm.
100%, and both teams have absolute special players to do whatever they need to do to get the win, I guess. And that's what we're all here for. Hey, who's going to win?
Absolutely. Brisbane City be hoping to enjoy a bit more of a spell of possession. We saw those stats just over half-time. 10 shots from Gold Coast Knights, but only 3 on target and 2 on target for City. So pretty closely matched.
And I think
pretty closely matched in the stats, so we just need to see them bury their chances.
And I think that will be the frustrating thing for Gary going in with having so many opportunities, but only 3 shots on target.
Absolutely, and here City with a chance to come forward. They win their side a throw on that far side, so they'll be wanting to just creep up, gain a little bit of real estate, however they can do so on that far side. Kramer in the left back position. We'll see if she sticks there. We saw a little bit of switching around from both sides. Takamura with a lovely first-time ball. Harriet with us with plenty of space and a lovely overlap. She knew exactly where Robin Spilsbury was going to be.
That's great defending from Georgia Thompson.
Georgia Thompson read that like it was her favourite book. Talitha Kramer bundling that one outside. I believe our man on the sideline, Adam Cattell, has an update for us. Down to you, Adam.
Thank you, Amy. Yes, I managed to grab a quick word with both head coaches as they were coming out for the second half. Gary French telling me just wants his side to move the ball a little bit quicker And Dante Sten, the message to his team at half-time was intensity, both with the ball and without the ball. So big 45 minutes to come here, Amy. Thank you.
Big 45 minutes indeed, and I think both sides, we couldn't have said that better ourselves from what we've seen up here. Brisbane City just lacking that little bit of intensity. They're getting the ball and they're doing good things with it, but they're just not doing it quick enough because they're getting closed very quickly by Knights.
100%, and Knights are absolutely, look at this, exactly unbelievable by Laney Fryer.
Striding forward, finds Tanae Morris. Ball across to Fisher. Just a little loose there and not quite reading the play. Dante Fisher just a little further inside than Morris was hoping for there.
Bit of execution as well, isn't it? You know, if you're getting in those pockets of good space when chances aren't so big for your team, it's really important to ensure that the quality is there.
Great header there from Brooke Goodrich to cut out the pass. It's interesting to hear the reflections from Gary French saying he just wants his side to be a little bit quicker. There's been plenty of games that they've won this season that getting reflection from Gary afterwards he's not been happy with. So he's obviously got very high standards even when they're winning, which is what we do see from high-class coaches.
Yeah, look, and I think it's so important that if you are constantly winning, and, you know, an old coach that I used to coach with, Rob Askew, said that you need to increase the standards at all times because players kind of get bored. So how do you ensure that they are in the right frame of mind to continue to win?
And being at Eastern Suburbs yourself, Braden, and working under Lachlan Long, who's going to be coaching that stateside with Dante Sten, I assume it's no different there. I think his standards and stepping into the technical director role or he's
the general manager, the big general manager. Yeah. He's got the tightest jeans I've ever seen for a general manager.
Marley Danger with a chance from range there. There's just so much quality in this league from young managers, experienced managers who've been in the game for a long time, and then we were talking a lot in the FQPL game about these female players putting back into their clubs and doing a lot of the coaching. I know there's a number of players here at Brisbane City who coach the youth sides, and that's just showing as these squads are getting stronger and stronger and the youth are coming through. Marley Danger in the 17 there, she's only young herself.
And that's testament to what's on the hill there, isn't it? All the young kids bringing their families down to watch their coaches in the grand final.
Marley Danger just getting a good run there. Looks like Marley Danger was fueled by a bit of frustration and trying to carry her side forward. Harriet Withers now against Mia Green. Will be hoping that some of those bounces go in her favour. Holly Palmer, she looked like she's getting set to pull the trigger, but she's going to use the outlet of Withers. First time ball across from Withers, only finding a sea of blue.
That's good defending from City. They got numbers in the box to make sure they snuffed anything out there.
Spilsbury with a cheeky little back heel to get her side back on the attack. Kramer, no nonsense defending. I love to see those sorts of tackles from our full-backs.
Testament to City's two centre-backs as well. I think they're quite young girls as well, and they've done so well to get this side into a grand final with conceding not many goals this year, so they're definitely players that City would want to keep for a long period of time.
Yeah, Hallie Khan, Mia Green. Mia Green's definitely cemented herself in the starting lineup here at Brisbane City. She's another one who's got her hand in with helping out the youngsters, coaching the under-11 side, and her and Hallie Khan, Mia Green have just formed a solid defensive partnership over the season. Farrington just misjudging that one and pulling at Tanae Morris. Tanae Morris going to go over.
Now. Yes.
Yeah, there is the first yellow card of the game. Goes to Farrington. Don't think she can argue with that one too much.
No, definitely not.
Did wonder if we were going to get a little bit of afters there as Tanae Morris got up a little quickly, but she was just getting herself set, as any good attacker does.
She didn't want another black eye.
No. Yeah,
there was a little bit of... Oh.
Yeah, she's just running around her.
Sneaky little shoulder.
Shanti Fisher. Oh, the yellow card's gone down to Corey Kane. I'm sure that's not correct. It must be Farrington. That ball into the gloves.
Oh, I thought she let go of that.
Watanabe. Corey Kane. Just making Spilsbury work for that, the Canadian fullback.
And again, Farrington playing that sweeper role so well. Snuffs out Tanae Morris's speed up front.
Yeah, she's got plenty of speed, so having that sweeper position is very important. As Withers now. And Hallie Khan does very well to come across and clear up.
Knights haven't come out as sprightly as they did in the first half, so I think both teams are quite settled into this half now.
Yeah, both teams have had plenty of time to suss each other out. Catano using Withers as an outlet. Blocked well there by Kramer. Kane. And goes all the way through to Keely Richards. 93 saves in 28 A-League appearances. There's a goalkeeper stat for you, Braden.
Tell you
Keely
what,
Richards.
you'd be blowing up at your defence if you had to make that many saves.
I'm not sure it was all for the same side, so it was a collation of stats there. Dante Sten.
First time we've seen the coaches a little bit
Yes,
animated.
out of his seat, he's urging his side. They've got themselves a free kick now. Let's make the most of it. Harriet Withers has to be careful here, just giving a bit of lip to the official. Deflected there, dangerous deflection back in. Spilsbury does very well there, up against Fisher. We've seen Fisher and Thompson just sticking on those sides that they switched. Fisher out in front of us down here on the near side of our commentary area. City with a corner.
Jonty did really well there to win that corner. She rolled her defender. Big chance here for City, I think.
Let's see if we have Farrington pop up at the back post.
Knights have everybody in their 18-yard box.
They do. Ball in towards the near post, headed away nicely. Will fall back for Thompson to have another crack. Little dink in towards the back post, headed away. Will fall for Fisher. She's got the support of Fryer. And Scrappy in there and wide it goes. There's Hallie Khan in the end with the shot. Could have gone anywhere, that one.
It was pretty close, to be fair to her, with going through all those bodies. Pretty comfortable in the end for the goalkeeper.
Plenty of players on the pitch with Raw experience, and they've obviously been playing their football here at Raw, at Perry Park, but next season they will be playing at Imperial Corp, so they'll be becoming more and more familiar with the City setup.
Good setup at City, I think. Parking's also the issue though, isn't it there?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's fantastic at City. Great food, good facilities.
Well, they're an
good
Italian
pitch.
club, they've got the pizza oven. What's not to love, you know?
Honestly.
Lainey Fryer, as mentioned, one of those players who will not be playing at Imperial Court for either Brisbane City or Brisbane Raw. So did announce her re-signing for Raw. Ball comes in from Palmer. Kitano from the edge. Tipped over. There was a boot stuck out from Mia Green. Tipped over from Keely Richards. That attempt had everything.
Geez, that's a big chance. Holly Palmer, that's quality from her. Left
Cracking hit. It was Mia Green who would have had her heart in her mouth as that looped up over her keeper. settle for the corner here. We've got Brooke Goodridge just on the keeper. It's going to be Takamura to send this one in. City able to clear at the back post. Tanae Morris dropping right back to defend. Adelaide born Tanae Morris, 60 matches and 38 goals for Adelaide Uni Soccer Club, winning her golden boot in her first season, courtesy of 16 goals. Scored on her debut for the young Matildas in her junior national debut, which is pretty cool for any kid to have on their resume, I think.
It'd be pretty cool to have an Aussie jersey, wouldn't it?
It certainly would.
Or any national team jersey that you've played for. It'd be fantastic.
It's nice to be joined by yourself and Demi today to get some Aussies back on the mic. I think we need some closed captions for half of the commentators we've got on our team here at Football Queensland.
Well, I was only going to be sitting at home on the couch, so I thought I'd come out.
My pleasure. Tanae Morris.
Oh, here we
just
go.
Pulling
Couple of afters.
Corey Kane. I'll be very surprised if we don't see. There we go. Yellow card for Tanae Morris. I'm not really sure why Tanae Morris is shrugging the shoulders there.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
We're watching a bit of WWE for a second there.
I wonder if she practices that.
Corey Kane.
Look at that. Great
Corey
technique.
Kane was using her body very well
Yeah.
there as a defender. Tanae Morris
Great
obviously didn't appreciate it. I mean, I used to try and get away with a bit in my playing days, but never that close to the referee.
And never so obvious, probably.
Never so obvious. Fryer sticking a boot through that one in. Just staying in because of the roll back. Withers firing that one into the area, trying to claim handball. Withers, another little word with the linesman on this near side. Lovely flick on that far side.
City just seem to be dealing defensively with it when they win the ball back again. They just keep turning it over. They've just got to try and look at it. And again.
Poking that one forward, and sometimes this is all Knights need. One of these balls forward to just fall at Catano's feet, Rosie's feet, Withers' feet.
Exactly.
It's a matter of time, it feels. But again, in saying that, City only need it to fall at Georgia Thompson's feet, Fisher's feet, Lady Fryer's feet.
It's a game of moments, isn't it?
And weaving in towards the area, appeals for a free kick right on the edge. Bronte Rose, who went down. The referee has given something here. She's just having a chat with Catano. Jessica Jensen probably saying, give me a break, will you? This is a hard one to referee. They get the free kick, just not in the spot that they wanted.
Geez, you still don't want to be giving Ree Catano opportunities from here, do you?
It's a bit soft in the end, that one, from Georgia Thompson.
I'm sure Knights will take it though.
A little hard done by if that were me, but that is exactly why I'm in this position and not dressed in black with a whistle in my hand. So who am I to question the decision of our officials?
Can Catano put the Knights 1-0 up here?
She's just got that little glint in her eye when she gets free kicks from these positions. There was that one in the semi-final that crept over the line. Shot from range. Keely Richards once again equal to it.
They must have done set pieces all week, Gold Coast Knights. Geez, they're coming thick and fast.
Keely Richards did very well. Keep that one out just down to her right. They do have a throw now here, Knights, as they keep the pressure on. Bronte Rose. Again, ball into the box. Withers. Too big an ask for Harriet Withers.
City would love a spell with the football here. They would just love to keep the ball for a little bit.
Here is Jonty Fisher. This is the thing with cup football. They could pop up the other end now and slot the ball home. Tanae Morris against Corey Kane again. She's just picked up a yellow card. Going to have to be very careful, Tanae Morris.
I think she's going to get subbed here.
She's walking away pretty quick. Corey Kane. Not only is Corey Kane a no-nonsense defender, she's also a no-fuss defender. I don't think I've ever seen Corey Kane make...
Nothing bothers her.
Yeah, no complaints there, even though she was bundled over.
Bit of hip and shoulder there.
Yeah.
Is that another sport on tonight in Brisbane, hip and shoulders?
There's plenty of sport ahead of us this evening and this weekend. If you're a Brisbane fan of any sort, what a weekend we have ahead of us. I know exactly what I'll be doing later on. Withers firing that one forward. Marley Danger finding Fisher. It's a lovely evening here at Perry Park. Conditions have settled nicely.
Oh, it's just that final pass for City, isn't it? I would love a spell with it.
Kramer, beautiful turn by Kramer. She was very, very clever there, Talitha Kramer. I think she knew exactly what was going to happen with that one.
Bit of a settler for City, I think, just
Yeah.
to get the ball, relax a little bit.
Tensions just rising slightly as we see these free kicks notch up. Mia Green to step up and take. Ball forward again, cut out in the middle. Katano this time falls nicely for Hirakara. Jonty Fisher now with a first-time ball into the area, falls again for Hirakara. Can she get a shot off?
Oh.
Yes, she can! Saved and
save.
gathered well by Atsuko Watanabe. We've got a little bit of afters here. It was again Tanae Morris. It was the keeper with an initial save and then did very well to gather the ball. And there's the yellow card there. There's a couple of yellow cards. We might get confirmation from Adam at some stage who those yellow cards were for. So we just see that again. It was Farrington with the push. Lainey Fryer.
I've seen her do that here before.
And that is a red card
Farrington.
for Farrington. It's the second yellow, and off she goes.
Was that a second yellow, was it?
Yeah, she got a yellow early
Earlier.
on.
Silly.
Could be question mark over whether Lainey Fryer got a yellow for coming in for the push as well.
That's super interesting, and
This could be a game changer.
this is a massive game changer for Knights because... Oh, what's happened here?
Oh, now the referee has changed her mind.
It's all happening here at Perry Park.
We may be keeping our sideline commentator very busy soon when we try and get updates on what on earth is going on. Jessica Jensen just going over to her fourth official to get confirmation. It's chaos here at Perry Park. So we just await. Claire Farrington, she did pick up a yellow earlier, so it just very much depends on whether this second yellow is for Farrington. I'm not sure that there was much involvement from her in that little melee, so Farrington is now back on the pitch. Probably trying to avoid all eye contact.
Yeah,
A little smile on her
I'd be
face.
sitting over near the corner
Yep.
flag. I think the ref doesn't think she has booked her, and earlier on.
Okay, confirmation here that Amy Morland saying, can I have a little look at your book? Can we get confirmation?
City making a change here too.
Unsurprising
Yeah.
to see City making the change there. Tanae Morris coming off in place and being replaced by number 12, Letitia Foster.
Here we go.
Still awaiting the outcome. And the referee just coming over and having a chat with Captain Morland and Claire Farrington. And we do have the second yellow. Oh, it's Corey Kane who's going to get the red. What on earth is going on here at Perry Park? A red card for Farrington.
As well?
So the red card for Farrington is confirmed. We are waiting. We are waiting to find out. We'll throw down to our man on the side, Adam Cattell. Adam Cattell, make some sense of this for us.
I shall try, Amy. I'm just as confused as everyone else as to what's been happening. I mean, the Brisbane City bench were very quick to point out it should be a second yellow card and that the Knights player should be sent off. Now, I've just spoken to the fourth official and he's told me it's confirmation. Number 9, Gold Coast Knights, Claire Farrington, has been shown a red card. Obviously, I think Gary French now is being forced into a reshuffle. He is looking to his bench. But yeah, could prove to be a pivotal moment in this match, Amy.
Yeah, so Corey Kane breathes a sigh of relief. Corey Kane still on the pitch. We do have Zara Boyd getting ready, so we're going to see a tactical change here for Gary French. This could be absolutely game-changing for this grand final. Gold Coast Knights have had all the possession.
Should that not be a penalty then if she's committed a foul in the box?
Well, we've lost the plot here, Brendan. We've lost the plot. It surely should be a penalty if it's a foul in the box. But
sometimes you can't get the right answers from
it was
the officiating sometimes.
It was a great save, though. From
great save.
Unbelievable
save. And
all
then
hell broke loose. And it is going to be Captain Amy Morland who makes way. And it's a tactical change. So we will have Zara Boyd joining the back line. Chaos, absolute chaos. Stick with us here on FQTV, folks. We promise you we do know what we're doing. We just don't know what's going on.
We have no idea.
Okay, Gold Coast Knights down to 10 players. We're going to have to dig deep. They've had the majority of the chances, but City now a little bit more space to play with. The game is getting spicy.
The ref really needs to make sure she keeps a hold of this game because it could get out of hand real quickly. Well, what can Gary French do here? He's made a change.
He's made a change. He's brought on Zara Boyd, who's a quality defender. It's obviously a tactical move, given that they're now down a player at the back and a quality player. We were just talking about Claire Farrington in that sweeper role, so it'd be interesting to see whether Corey Kane steps into that, or currently it looks like Spilsbury. As the ball coming into the area there will find its way all through.
Surely Dante throws another one up forward.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Gary shuffles things around here. We'll go back down to Adam. Adam, got any clarity for us? I can't even find my words, mate.
Yes, Amy, thank you. Just having a brief discussion with the fourth official. I'm told referee Jessica Jensen didn't realise that Claire Farrington had picked up an earlier booking. And obviously, amongst everything that was going on, just had to take a few moments to realise her error and then show Claire Farrington a second yellow card. I think that's the bottom of it, Amy. That's about as much as I can share at the moment. But yes, the temperature, although it's dropping a little bit, it's certainly rising on the pitch.
It certainly is. And listen, grand finals are a high-stakes occasion for not only the players but also the officials. A little bit of confusion there as well around the red card. being shown to Kane. So I think it's all worked out as it should have. Claire Farrington getting that second yellow. But for now, that is been and gone. We need to park that, and both sides need to dig deep. Gary French's side probably a little deeper, given they are now a player down. Letitia Foster finding Kramer will get settled back into a rhythm here at Perry Park with Letitia Foster, who is forced some earlier changes probably than the coaches were going to make there, but quality changes nonetheless. Letitia Foster is a quality player who can come on and can score goals.
She's very dangerous, and I think she was looking to come on earlier as well after the chaos, but she is a player that it's quality. Here we go, here's a chance.
And the ball falling for Letitia Foster, just rolls across her. She left it for Fisher. Lainey Fryer with a chance from range, and wide it goes. It was Takamura who put some good pressure on Fryer there just to force that shot wide.
Yeah, Letitia Foster, she's quality. That's a good substitution from Dante, I think.
Yeah, Foster, 3 goals last season, 2 in the league this season. She began her transition from country to city via an invitation to play for Jinder Magic women's football team, which I believe Kiralee Phillips has a lot of involvement with. We saw Kiralee playing in the Olympic setup earlier.
She does. I was part of their coaching team last year, actually.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, she was. It was nice and fun, and I think we lost in the grand final. We won't speak about that, but yeah, Letitia, lovely girl, quality footballer, just an athlete, nice and sharp on the ball.
She's getting stuck in here, up against Catano in the midfield. There's some strong challenges. Zara Boyd just overrunning that one slightly, but does well. Left Fisher behind.
I'd love to see Georgia Thompson on the ball a bit more now that they've gone to 3 at the back. I think she's got that more space that she can cut across and create some opportunities.
Got a little bit of cramp. We're seeing a fair bit of cramp in these grand finals today. I think the amount of football that has been played on. We do finally have some pickle juice. I've been asking for pickle juice all day. We finally get some pickle juice for the cramp.
Is it placebo or does it work?
I've
I don't
no
know.
idea.
I've never had it.
I've heard it's disgusting, but
yeah,
apparently
no.
It was the first time I ever mentioned that on commentary. I just got blank stares from my Aussie counterparts. Apparently it's not well known, but finally.
And I tell you what, if Gold Coast Knights do go on and win this would be a sweet bus ride back down the M1.
Oh, wouldn't it
after
just? Wouldn't it
going
just?
down to 10 players.
Kramer with the throw. Yeah, you're right though. Georgia Thompson not had much of a run on the ball yet, and now maybe more chance to have so. Shot from range, wide it goes. There's Bronte Rose with a left foot strike. And this is where 15 minutes left in normal time. This is where we see frustration can be a double-edged sword, hey? Frustration can be we see them fly wide, or it can be where players just get hold of the ball and smash one home.
100%, yep, 100%. You smash one home from range. Everyone's getting frustrated with each other because we expect a little bit more in a grand final, 15 to go, like now.
Ball from Zara Boyd just falling nicely for Fisher, but Zara Boyd does very well to recover. Confident in her defence. Out it goes though for a throw. Zara Boyd, another former Gold Coast United player. She came through their junior ranks before making the switch to Knights.
And the longer this game goes now, who has the advantage? City, who played 120 minutes last week, or Gold Coast Knights with 10 players?
10 players, but fresher legs, one could say. So it's hard to say.
I still think Gold Coast Knights look likely.
Zara Boyd blocked nicely there. There was everything to play for here at Perry Park. So we see Catano now on the run. Little pull there from Mia Green, but referee let it go. Mia Green is struggling with that cramp.
Looks like she's got strapping on her left.
Yeah,
foot.
she's had that. She had that in the Kappa Queensland Cup final as well. She actually went in in the warm-up with the physio in the Kappa Queensland Cup final, but then still managed to play the majority of that game, if not the full 90. Kramer clearing the lines, but only as far as Withers. Withers with a lovely ball into the box, and the header just sneaking wide. But Goodrich, those moments that count.
Great ball by Harriet Withers. Wasn't loopy, nice and flat. Get that on target, I think they go 1-0 up.
I mean, so far, they're not looking like they have one less player in their attacks, at least. They're definitely moving the ball nicely. But proof will be in the pudding in these moments where City get on the attack and do have that extra player. Ball forward, lovely. Bit of space for Withers to run into. Harriet Withers just allowing her side to get some bodies in the box. Holly Palmer! And over it goes. It's almost like she had too much time to run onto that one.
Yeah, I think she might have liked to have that one again. I think she could have just taken a touch there into the box. But two City players are cramping at the moment, so it could be the fresh 10 men.
Yeah, there was synchronised stretching going on there from City. We did mention they've had a pretty heavy schedule at the back end of the season with their makeup games and then their cup football. Withers again, trying to feed that one through. Now Kane, just sending that one back forward to Palmer.
Good touch.
Lovely touch from Palmer. Catano. City closing down nicely at the back. It was Marley Danger. See City just getting ready to make a couple of changes.
Mia Green, maybe?
Yeah, I would say Mia Green,
Cows.
the way that she is cramping there, will make way for Callie Cowles. And that is exactly what is happening. Will be number 3. Callie Cowles and Marley Danger.
This substitution last week was a little bit different from Dante. He took Marley Danger off and put T. Karaluka on, who I actually think changed the game for City against Eastern Suburbs.
And this is an interesting move from Dante Sen, because I have always seen Jess Dillon as a defensive midfield position.
Yeah, and it looks like she's going to go there.
So it's interesting given that they have the advantage of an extra player that I mean, not that she can't attack, but interesting move. And it may be that they're seeing exactly this, that Gold Coast Knights are a player down, but they're still very much on the attack.
They've just got to get numbers behind the ball, I think. Hey, I think that's what he's trying to think. Probably stop their counter-attacks and hopefully keep the ball. Oh, there's a player down far side.
Player down for City on that far side.
Is that Georgia Thompson?
Could be Georgia Thompson. I think that was exactly... Oh no, it's Lainey Fryer who's down on the far side. Looking in a fair bit of discomfort, which would be an almighty shame in her last game for City. Yep, yeah. We have the signal that she will not be continuing, so this game is absolute chaos. We've had a red card. We've got
had 3 red cards.
We've had 3 red cards. Yeah.
2 taken off.
We'll stick with one of them, but we've definitely had 3. We've got 9 minutes left on the clock. The substitutions are substitutions that are forced substitutions, whether that's because of the red cards or because of now an injury. We may finally see, you may get your wish, T. Karaluka.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't got more minutes in this City team, to be fair. She's an absolute stalwart in the midfield. She just calms the game.
Yeah,
gets
made
the
the
ball.
move from Olympic, hey?
Yeah, gets the ball, nothing silly, wins tackles. Going to Europe Monday, I heard, so she probably wants to take a trophy with her.
That would be a great way to start the holidays. Ball forward. It's going to be Amy Cook and Karaluka who are coming on, so we're going to have a double change. Knights very quick to drop. They are they've got a cabinet full of trophies over the years, but they just never seem satisfied, hey?
You never get sick of winning.
Love that.
Never get sick of winning. I hate losing more than I like winning.
Yep. Little head on there by Fisher. We are now going to have those changes. And it will be Jonty Fisher making way. And Lainey Fryer, of course, who's gone off with that injury.
Dare I say it, 7 minutes to go. Are we looking for added time?
Oh, we may well be.
Extra
I think
time.
I've just settled in here at Perry Park for the day. I live here now, Braden. But we have just seen Amy Cook join proceedings, and we've seen her pop up with a big grand final goal just last year. You would have been very close to the action then, I'm afraid to say.
That was devastating.
There's still plenty of time on the clock. Both sides still looking very much up for the occasion. I would dare say that Knights are still having the majority of the attack. Kitano, lovely ball forward, finds Goodrich. Keely Richards playing it out from the back to feet. If this game ends up going to extra time and penalties, I think Football Queensland are going to think I am the cursed commentator. Atsuko Watanabe confidently comes out and claims that one.
It's important for her to play that sweeper role, the goalkeeper now, with having one less.
Yeah, Farrington was slotting into that sweeper role before her dismissal and doing a stellar job. Got 5 minutes of normal time. There's going to be a fair whack of added time due to the confusion, at least. Lovely ball through and a cracking save. Gold Coast Knights switched off for a second there. They were hoping for the flag, but it didn't come, and I don't think it should have come.
Great save, big save.
Keeper.
She's made 3 great saves. Both keepers have actually kept both teams in it.
Palmer with the clearance downfield.
Would have liked to see a little chip over the goalkeeper there. I think she went down a little bit early. Would have been nice.
You see Lainey Fryer just down in front of us, coming round, hobbling, holding the ankle. Will be Gold Coast Knights. Free kick just creeping inside City's half. They keep back Spilsbury, Kane and Goodrich.
And I just got a message from former Olympic FC women's coach Danny Byrne. Him and Graham Pfeiffer tuning in. They love female football. They're the coordinators at Marsden, so they said it's a great game. They've definitely hung out today and been watching every game, so it's been an absolute thriller for them.
And the support that the women's game is getting, I did tongue-in-cheek say that the men's game at 11 o'clock was just the curtain raiser for these 2 games. I think the support that the game's getting and the standard that we're now seeing, why wouldn't you tune in? It's great to see, even having you on the co-coms as a goalkeeping coach in a women's side, and the coaches that we have, it's really good to see how the game is progressing. Yeah,
it's very good, and you know, I think ever since the World Cup has happened, we get a lot of people coming to games now. It's fantastic, and yeah, it's good to see those guys tuning in and watching, and I'm sure they'll tell me how terrible I am as a commentator.
Constructive feedback only, please. It's all we only hear positives here at Football Queensland. It'd be great to see some female coaches breaking through in the future as well. City now with a throw on this near side. Kramer finding feet. Great defending by Zara Boyd, and the experienced Harriet Withers was there just to collect. Both sides gonna have to dig deep. We've only got a couple of minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a female head coach of an NPLW team since 2023.
Watch this space. Plenty of coaching pathways out there.
You might get the call up.
Maybe, although they might listen to this and say, she's got no idea what's happening. Anna Hirakawa with a left foot ball into the box. And in it goes! Anna Hirakawa from the left-hand side. Atsuko Watanabe stretched for it and just couldn't get a firm grip.
Wow, that's just gone right into the back post. You see a lot of goals like that scored in big games.
88 minutes on the clock. What a goal it was. It was almost caught and pushed out by the goalkeeper, but in it went. Couple of minutes left on the clock. Could that be the hero moment? Gold Coast Knights, a minute of normal time on the clock. What can they do here? Holly Palmer trying to go it alone. It's going to be a goal kick in the end. We're going to see 6 minutes of added time on the clock. Again, finals football, anything can happen. Gold Coast Knights losing a player, but still having a fair share or the lion's share of the chances. But all it takes is someone to pop up. What a goal! We'll certainly be enjoying that one on the replays later on.
You definitely don't expect as a goalkeeper for a shot to come in there.
That was perhaps the one lapse of concentration that City were hoping for. She did well to get her hands to it, but the angle and the surprise, I think.
The surprise, yeah. Crowd behind the goal went absolutely berserk. The flares have been lit.
Brisbane City.
Can they hold on?
Will be having a party if they can see this out.
Oh,
Catano with the ball into the box. There's some strong instructions coming from the sideline with Gary French. He is not a happy chappy. The ball comes across from Withers.
That's a coach killer, that one there. 91st minute, the ball gets played out there and she kicks it out.
We're going to see Tanisha Winstanley come on for Goodrich. Gary French throwing on one of his under-23s. Gold Coast Knights will want to just throw things at this now because they've got to push. They've got to get an equaliser if they want to stay in this game.
I think they
Bronte
can.
Rose. Great defending there, Georgia Thompson. Do we have a little bit more cup chaos on the cards? Four minutes on the clock. I'm not sure I'm ready for this game to be over yet, Braden, so we'll see what we've got up our sleeve. But if Brisbane City win this one, it's well deserved after that strike.
Gary French's hands in the air after that miscross there.
City, no doubt, going to take their time. Gary French in a frantic look at his watch.
Send them all forward, Gary.
Throw the kitchen sink at it, he'll be saying. Corey Kane pokes that one through. Holly Palmer, free kick. Yellow card for Kramer. I think Kramer won't be too fussed about that one. It's Holly Palmer. We want to see plenty of red shirts in the box. Being a little bit cautious here.
Yeah, I would just send them forward. Nothing to lose.
Ball in. And behind it goes. Wasn't quite the free kick I was expecting from Gold Coast Knights there. 2.5 minutes remain here at Perry Park. Gold Coast Knights will have to push. Brisbane City will want to sit.
They want to put everyone behind the ball.
Amy Cook pushing forward for City. A bit scrappy in the midfield. Catano will try and get hold of it. Catano does very well. Lovely ball poked forward, finds Rose. Working that one forward.
Last chance.
Dante Sten just pacing on the sidelines. That ball comes in, headed away by Kramer. City just putting a boot through it. That Italian flag is already being waved ferociously behind the Knights' goal. We're into the final minute. Can City go back to back? Or do Gold Coast Knights have a little something up their sleeve? Iri Takamura pokes through. Withers on this near side. Strike from Withers blocked. Kramer solid at the back. Ball in from Withers, poked behind.
Oh,
corner ball.
Dante's looking up at the sky. Send the keeper forward, get a run forward. Go for it.
Mia Green here, just urging from the bench.
They need to get more players in the box.
Withers with a ball in towards the back post, collected well, Keely Richards. The safe hands of Keely Richards. It's Corey Kane who threw herself at that one. Dante Sten is wearing a bit of a mark in the carpet over there, the way he's pacing. Ball forward.
That's
and
it.
There is the final whistle. Brisbane City go back to back as grand final winners. Gary French's side, first season in the NPL, named premiers, solid showing tonight, but in the end, the Brisbane City popping up in the 85th minute. Anna Hirakara, goal out of nowhere. And that's what grand final football is, folks.
And that's all she wrote, isn't it? The Gold Coast Knights, I think they will be ruining the send-off. I think they were on top for most of the game. But football is a game of moments, isn't it? And City took the biggest moment of all. And they're going out to celebrate tonight. And Gold Coast Knights are unfortunately not.
Yeah, and we did mention that sending off. It was a bit of chaos at the back. Claire Farrington getting sent off for her second red. We said this could be game-changing, and game-changing it was. Not so much in the play-by-play that we saw following the sending off. We still saw a lot of play from Brisbane City, but just having that gap on the pitch allows for moments like that for City.
Yeah, it does, and I think they just had to fill that gap, and it obviously took a player from somewhere else. I just think it took its toll, and City have deserved it. They've become the champions from third.
Finishing third, and that's the whole thing with grand final football. No matter where you finish on the ladder, if you get into the finals, no matter where you finish in that top four, you get in the finals and you still take home a trophy. So Brisbane City, third on the ladder, Queensland Cup champions, and they're going to add silverware to their collection tonight with this grand final trophy. Again, like we said with Olympic, hopefully Knights can go away from this one, reflect on a season they've had. Their NPL premiers. First season, 3 years ago, they were in the QPL 3 and they're NPL premiers. Let's not be greedy now, Gary.
Always be greedy when the grand final's on the line, but wow, what a year from them, and hopefully they can do what they've done again next year. But all credit to City, they've done well. They're going to celebrate with they brought a big crowd too, so you can't knock them for that.
Absolutely, and I believe we did have the Brisbane City coach, but he's seen the flag. He's like, I don't want to chat to you guys. I want to join in the celebrations. We're making our guy on the field go for a little run himself. City, they've got that fan base. They've got a massive fan base at Imperial Corp Stadium. Every week in, week out, Forza City sings loud. So why not let them go and enjoy these moments with their spectators, making our man on the ground work hard for it. Gold Coast Knights, we see them in their huddle. They will be reflecting, they will be going home. Long drive down the coast will feel a little longer tonight, but they have got a lot to be proud of this season.
They have a lot to be proud of, from considering where they were last year. They've been promoted into the NPL this year. They've won the league this year. They've made a grand final. It's a phenomenal achievement, and Gary, I think we'll be saying in that huddle, girls, we battled hard. It wasn't our night, but we should be super proud of what we've achieved this year.
Yeah, and just those close-ups there, saw Gary just having a word specifically directed to Claire Farrington, and I think he would have been saying, don't you worry about it. Solid showing at the back. The role of a defender is to get stuck in, and that's exactly what she's done. Obviously, wasn't their night tonight. They've had plenty of nights where it's been their night, and tonight the favour has gone the way of those in blue, as we see great pictures of the City players enjoying these moments. Talitha Kramer with her little one. Here we see Lainey Fryer having a crack from range. Lainey Fryer, of course, taking that knock, not the ending she would have wanted to her season and potentially her career. And Holly Palmer just threading that one in. That attempt, I'm not sure whether Katana will be playing that one over and over in her mind, but that one was huge. Mia Green deflection, Keely Richards save. Keely Richards, what a game she has had. And here we saw the red card for Claire Farrington. She went for a run off the pitch. She was brought back on. And the shot from range, Lainey Fryer, nothing doing with that one. Lainey Fryer, probably safe to say, had a bit of a quiet game, given what we know she's capable of.
Yeah, definitely, but I think City will be super proud of what she's achieved for them.
And here is the moment of magic from Anna Hirakawa. It came out of nowhere. None of us, I'm not even sure if she would say that was a shot.
It was definitely a cross. Surely it was a cross. Yeah. But
found herself in a great spot. Zara Boyd trying to get across. It was Tiani Karaluka who was lurking, but she was not needed. It was a cracker of a cross/shot. We'll just call it a goal. Take nothing away from her. Very unlucky from Atsuko Watanabe. And of course, the scenes here showing what it means to these players. I mentioned there's only 3 players who are over 25 will go down and see the moment to cherish, no doubt, for Dante Sten. Down to you, Adam.
Thank you, Amy. I've managed to pull Dante Sten away from the celebrations. Dante, congratulations. Brisbane City, you like a bit of late drama in these grand finals.
Yeah, not so good on the heart, but yeah, just so proud of the girls and what they've achieved this year, especially after our tough start to the year. And you know, we set out with some goals and we've achieved those now, and I'm just so proud of the group.
Must ask you about that red card when it did finally happen. A little bit of confusion amongst that. Pivotal moment in the game. Beforehand, you were having to do a lot of defending.
Oh, for sure. Like, you don't want to win the game off the back of that. It would have been probably nicer to do it 11 against 11, but it's also, you know, within the rules, and that's how it is sometimes. It's, you know, I do feel really bad for Knights, and it's a credit to Gary and their whole group. They're a really connected group, and it's been really nice to see, and it's been really nice to play them each time. So I do feel bad for them.
How about that winner from Anna? Across the shot, do you care?
I don't care at all, but we'll say it was a shot.
Yeah, it could be the best cross she's ever hit, I think. And, well, just seeing those scenes there, obvious what it means, your debut season as head coach. Try and sum up your emotions.
Oh, a million emotions in one. That's kind of what's going on. But honestly, it's a credit to these amazing fans we've got. I don't think any other club does it like City does. And yeah, they give us a massive push every week, and it's won us a final. So,
well, thank you for your time, Dante. I'll let you rejoin those celebrations, and congratulations to you. Back to you guys.
Very clear to see the emotion on Dante Sten's face there, and we've had a lot of humble interviews here today across these grand finals. He says he feels bad for Knights.
Oh, does he really?
Does he really? Well, I'm sure he's just being polite here on camera. But like you said, Knights have had a cracking season. It is their first season in the NPL. So we talked earlier in the day around, is this a changing of guard? And Dante Sten's side have said, absolutely not. The city is still blue. The cup is still City's to take, and what a team, what a club, what an occasion.
Yeah, and a young team at that, so being so young and doing what they've done, and you know, hopefully Dante can keep them all together for next year, and they'll definitely be one of the forces in the NPL again.
Yeah, it's been a standout season in the NPL season this year, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the off-season in terms of signings. We're very used to getting to the second half of the season and seeing the A-League players finish up their season and move to the big clubs like Eastern Suburbs, Lions, and of course City regularly get those A-League players. But that aside, they're just growing a great foundation through their youth as well. We are going to throw to our presentations now and enjoy these pictures.
On behalf of the Football Queensland family, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you in attendance here at Perry Park tonight, and also for your support of football here in Queensland in 2025. We'd also like to acknowledge the players, coaches, volunteers and support staff from our NPL women clubs who made this season possible. Thank you for your ongoing commitment to the game. Now, we'd like to thank our match officials for tonight's NPL Women's Grand Final. We're going to call them forward right now to collect their medals. Please give a warm round of applause to Jessica Jensen, Jackson Davis, Carwyn Gregory and Matthew Bruce. Our match officials will be presented with their medals by FIFA official Misuk Park. And now for our NPL Women's 2025 runners-up. It was a big season for them as they secured the premiership in a groundbreaking first season in the NPL following their promotion. Please, a warm round of applause to tonight's runners-up, the Gold Coast Knights. Please welcome them forward to collect their runners-up medals. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make them feel welcome. Our runners-up tonight's NPL Women's Grand Finalists, the Gold Coast Knights. As we turn our attention to tonight's grand final winners. They capped off a wonderful season and secured back-to-back NPL Women's Championship trophies in stunning fashion. Welcome them forward to collect their winners' medals. Your champions, Brisbane City FC.
Yeah. I tell you, Corey.
All right, as we see our players get their trophies,
ladies and gentlemen of Perry Park,
subdued
once again a big cheer for your
expressions
NPL Women's
from the
Champions
Gold
for
Coast Knights,
2025,
but
Brisbane City
big
FC.
celebrations ahead for Brisbane City. It's going to be a big night in the city of Brisbane. I've got a bit of a feeling.
A few pizzas will be had tonight.
Few pizzas indeed. We'll just await them getting their trophy. They're making them wait. They've made them wait for all season for this moment, and now they're going to get their hands on that that grand final trophy. Here is Talitha Kramer, 2025 champions. They've gone back to back in the grand final. I mentioned earlier what a solid, tight-knit group this is. It's been a cracker of a match. It was not short of chaos and drama. This is only game 3 of 4. There's one more game ahead. Coming up next here at Perry Park, we have Morden City Excelsior versus Lions FC in the men's NPL final. We will have James Coughlin and Adam Kittel with you on the mic for that one. It's been a big game from me and Braden here on FQ TV. I think we deserve a beverage, Braden.
I'd love one. Your
shout. It's been an excellent game. Thank you for joining us on this coverage. It's been an absolute pleasure. Stick with us on FQ TV. One more game ahead, folks.